Adusumilli. I am currently heading the Regional Planning Department of Mumbai Metropolitan Development Authority. This institution was primarily created to plan and undertake development of the Mumbai metropolitan region, which is a large influence area outside the city of Mumbai, which is 10 times larger than the city of Mumbai. It has 17 cities starting from 5,000 people to 12.5 million people each, and we have 1,000 villages within that area. So it's a very challenging job to actually plan and attempt to undertake infrastructure development in this area. I think it's the provision of basic infrastructure, which still remains the largest problem people face. A lot of other things can follow, but as long as we don't have a decent road to travel on, a good and convenient public and affordable public transportation system, and adequate water supply in the morning, underground sewage network, our garbage being picked up every day. I think these are the basic things, and we don't want to be flooded during monsoons, especially in Mumbai where monsoons are very heavy. A lot of times there is loss of property and damage to lives during heavy rains. So these are the things we need to address immediately, and they require a lot of resources, human resource and financial resources, institutional resources. And as long as these are not fulfilled, doing other things doesn't mean anything to us in Indian cities. Considering that up to 50% of our population in large cities in India lives in slums, and in Mumbai 42% people live in slums, and another 20% people live in one-room tenements which are built something like 80 years ago and which are falling down every day. So this is legal stock, rental stock substantially, but it's not safe anymore. With 70% people living in housing like this, which requires replacement, the governments have tried approaching the markets for their redevelopment and reconstruction with the objective that people get a decent minimum sized house, which comes at affordable price to the people, or which comes free to the people, poor people in the cities. With that, markets are involved by offering them incentives to deliver this housing free to the poor people. And the markets largely depend on cross-subsidizing this free housing by getting potential to buy very high-income housing extra. And therefore, because of the element of high-income housing coming into the housing for the poor schemes, basic understanding of what are the requirements of masses in terms of every square inch of space, because they have very limited space. Even increasing the room size or shaping the corner by an inch and a half can make a lot of difference in their lives. When they are living in something like 10 square meter houses, 15 square meter houses, it makes a lot of difference. So if only people pay more attention, I think it will go a very long way in making people's lives better. One thing is about the building unit design, but we often notice that rules are relaxed to enable markets to build housing for the poor freely, relaxed to an extent that you can build buildings very close to each other. You can, if you wish, you can compromise on certain things, the law permits that, but most of the architects representing the real estate developers do take advantage of all these relaxations and try to not take advantage of these relaxations. Personally, we would like that, the law permits me to bring two buildings very close, but I should try and not bring them so close, if I can, through design interventions. So we would like architects to think of these elements when they design housing for the poor. They are getting largely involved, but their hearts are not adequately involved in housing the poor. If some of them bother to work with the government, and if they are exposed to this during their academic courses, when we all studied architecture, we were introduced to mass housing for the lower classes of the society to a small extent, but not to a substantial extent. I think if the architectural education involves building in these sensibilities into architects and not train them as doing mega projects and mega buildings. They can do mega projects, but mega projects can be sensitive to the needs of all sections of society.